winning team. If I look like a baby that just rolled out of the womb, it's because I feel like that. And yeah, a lot to get off my chest today. I've just been in like a 24-hour shock moment because, sorry, somebody's cooking smells so good. So good. Anyway, I've just been in 24 hours of shock, yeah, because here's what happened. I can't even believe I'm coming to tell you guys this. I've been wanting to tell you guys, we're just in shock, right? So basically, obviously, I've been getting irritated because finally everybody's waking up to this Epstein thing because now there's the proof everybody's been waiting for, right? And it just made me realize that actually, you know what? It's not even that people needed a proof. It's that people needed enough truth to force them out of trying to avoid accepting the truth for what it is. Because if you say, oh, and I've said this to you guys, one of the things that annoys me anyway is I feel like a lot of times waiting for proof is an excuse to not have to address a truth. Because like, if it's your favorite celebrity, if it's your favorite whoever, you don't want to believe that somebody you've looked up to, you've idolized, would do something heinous, right? You want to believe that it's not possible. And it's quite funny because there was a study done that did, and you guys know me, I take all scientific research with a pinch of salt, but this guy did some research to basically show that there is a connection between like idolizing people and being low IQ. By idolizing, I mean like when you treat them like your literal, actual, physical messiah, extreme level, which I understand because inherently these things are silly because we're humans. Humans are humans and humans are human. So I'm not shocked by any of this. And I never would be because I think, I don't know, what's the recipe to be able to unleash the worst of you and the worst of the world, being powerful, being rich, being famous, having information on everybody, like to be able to blackmail them, and having locations that the normal public can't see. You can pay off whoever you need to pay off. You can catch out whoever you need to catch out. Like, and this is why I never got it when people said, oh, you know, when people say, why don't you speak up? Why didn't the victims speak up? Like, speak up to who? You're the same people who, even with this amount of proof now, is nitpicking. Oh, just because so-and-so is there, just because Beyonce was with Jay-Z. What do you mean? Unless this is really the state of you married couples today, but listen, if it wouldn't be for the basic female intuition, if I was real life living with a man who was doing something that heinous, I would know. I would know. I would know. I would be aware where things are coming from. Something would feel off because it's either that you're now operating in a wavelength that's different to the wavelength I'm on, so we're not on the same wavelength anymore and I can feel it, or, you know, there would be something wouldn't add up. You would change, like you would change as a person. And again, I guess, and this is the truth, sorry, thank you. I guess it's the truth that a lot of people were just turning a blind eye because it's what we still see in society today. Like, it's a very easy play from the devil. Get everybody all upset with the male community of it all. It's always a man, right? That's what I hear a lot of women saying. But I'm like, what about the women who sit there watching? What about the women who are there staying silent? What about the ones who are enjoying the little lifestyle? Like I said, I always use this as an example because it's it's one I've seen a lot of, right? When you have these areas with these kids, especially the young boys, and they're growing up in not the best circumstances, they're all bringing all this money into the house like they're a grown man, like on six figures. And I'm like, so when your son is bringing all this into the house at damn near 15 years old, you mean to tell me you didn't know where he was getting this money from? Like, you mean to tell me, even when I've spoken with some of them, like, I understand where they're coming from, you know, but then the moms want to turn a blind eye. Then as soon as they end up in prison, oh, it's the people that they work with. It's the people that they're around. I don't know how this has happened. He was always such a... And I'm like, no one ever seems to know how this happens. That's crazy. That's just crazy, isn't it? No one ever seems to know how this happened. And all of that. completely washing your hands of the situation. And that's because you were enjoying it. You're enjoying it, him coming home and you not having to cook, because he's behaving like a little husband. I can't stand women like that, by the way. Let your son live his life. Let your daughters live their life. Let your children live their own life. They're going to have their own family to worry about one day. They don't need to add you to the list. They don't need to peak early for your own mistakes or the mistakes of others. But yeah, so that's taking me off about this. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Because it's like, think about how much time they've had as well, because we've been talking about this. So anything that's being shown, like this is being done through the government, that tells me they have their own agenda for doing this. You guys already know my opinion. They're already getting the next batch of whoever's going to be on the next list 50 years from now. They're getting that batch of people together. They have been. Because the devil knows he's going to eventually have to like dispose of his people. Why am I so hot? What the hell? I am so hot. And I was thinking, I don't think I've worn enough clothes. Like, I've not even put my jacket around my arms. And I am like steaming hot. Something is wrong with me. Hold on. I actually think I'm going to go sit for a second. Because I know this is the worst time for me to be out, but I need a moment. I need a moment. I'm going to sit here. So, yeah, I'm not really that impressed by this whole situation. I'm not really like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, because like we knew it. Like, and also, here's the other thing that's irritating me. I genuinely don't know, like when we are all living in this same world together, right? We're all here together. How do people still think that the world is such a good place? Like, I don't get it. Like, we're all living here together. We're all experiencing all this stuff together. Like, we've all been through stuff. Everybody's suffering from something. Everybody's been through stuff. And somehow, again, it's one of those things, I think we all just want to believe the world is a better place than it really is. As my pessimism is coming in clutch right now. People are all shocked about what's on the Epstein files. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they actually did this. I can't believe that. So really, have you met humans before? We tend to just do what we can get away with. So some of us, most of the public, is just too broke and busy. That's the reality. You don't know what you'd be capable of. You've not even got enough time. You've barely got enough time to spend with the people you love. Right? The devil does a good job of keeping us busy working for his kingdom, so that we can line these people's pockets. And this is where I'm saying to everyone, like, this is why I draw the line at working for a lot of people at this stage. Because it's like, why am I going to be a part of the machine? Why am I going to be a part of the machine? Why am I going to be working to know that my money, I would rather see what happens if I just don't work for any of them. I'd rather figure out whatever I have to figure out in life. And then wake up, get ready, go to a workplace where I know I'm funding this stuff. I'm the reason. We all are collectively. So there's that. And then there's also, oh gosh, guys, this is where it gets a bit crazy. So you guys will remember that, literally about almost exactly 2 weeks ago, I was coming from wherever I was coming from. And I was like to you guys, oh my gosh, guys, this guy just asked me for my number, right? Very sweet man. Very, very sweet man. Anyway, I was umming and ahhing about it because I was like, but like, he didn't do anything wrong, and I feel like it's only fair that you give somebody a chance. Like, if he's actually not giving me any reason not to give him a chance, why wouldn't I? And I mean, I know what it's like. It's not nice to actually be turned down. It's not a nice feeling. Believe it or not, every now and then I get a little bit of the confidence to actually like make a move myself. That's what I'm saying. I'm actually insane. Like, somebody needs to send me help, because when you see what happens about to happen. Anyway, so he was like really sweet, and he was standing at a very respectable distance, and he was being so gentlemanly. I was like, how could I not give this guy a chance? He's just way too, not like nice, but like kind and respectful and firm. So I was like, okay. So yeah, I gave him my number, whatever. And then we met up once, and I was like, wow, this is like really nice and very healthy, right? It's very healthy mentally, which is quite surprising because The way I can usually tell, yeah, is there's one simple statement that I say, and it's just to make sure that they don't waste their time or their energy thinking they're getting something that they're not getting. So I told him, I said, look, by the way, just to let you know, yeah, I'm not going to have sex with you. Like, I'm interested in getting to know you, that's the truth, but I'm not going to have sex with you. So if that's all you want, I will respectfully exit right now. No big deal. Like, and I actually say this, and it's actually crazy, but it's because I've realized you never know. And a lot of guys, they will lie because they're used to like women who don't really like stick with their boundaries, or they're used to like being able to find something like, what's your price? You know what I mean? Like the Epstein of it all. Like, what is your price? Like, what is it that I need to give you for you to get what I want? And I'm like, there's literally nothing, sir, because it'd have to be Jesus himself. It'd have to appear before me and be like, it's him. You know what I mean? And even still, I just don't believe in doing certain things. Like, anyway, whatever. I said that. And again, it's a quick way to sift out the kind of person I'm talking to, because if they get really, if they do that's fine with you. I mean, I don't mind doing it. Like, but if you don't want to, I'm not going to I'm like, okay. Because now if I drop my guard, the whole reason I'm saying this is because I don't want to have to keep every wall up when I'm trying to get to know somebody. And I'm keeping my walls up because I don't want to come across too forward and be too comfortable, because then one of two things is going to happen, and which one of them did. That's where this story's going. So one of which obviously being like, you actually think, oh no, she seems so comfortable. She must want to like, and it's like, no, I don't. Because the thing is as well is I'm going to see you in a different light. I'm going to also say, it's not even about, oh, I'm trying to be the goody perfect. It's not even like that. It's just unwise. I'm going to see you in a different light. I want to get to know you as a person. I want you to get to know me as a person if you actually care. Getting to know my body, we're going to lose the room if we do this. And by the room, I mean you. Right? So I'm like, okay, we're talking, we met up, it was sweet, it was nice. He had somewhere he had to go, I had to go. We met in the middle of the day. I love that. This whole meeting at night, I'll pick you up at 8, I don't like that. I want to go out in the daytime, like, you know, when there's people, and it's not like, you know, those kind of hours where it's all like, anyway. So he had to go see his friends. And I was like, this is perfect. He's not like shifting his whole life, because sometimes guys do that, like right off the bat. I'm like, bro, you've met me once. How are you now like shifting your entire life? Because it's like you're scared to lose me, which if you behave that way, that kind of gives me the impression you don't have a healthy relationship with yourself and with boundaries, because now you're just doing everything and anything. Like, you're not behaving like a person. You're behaving like a beggar, like respectfully. So then, it's funny how this links into what I said about Epstein and whatnot. After this, we parted ways, we did whatever we did. And it was really cute because he was like, he gave me cash to go and buy food. He was like, I would have like ordered you, I would have like got you something. And I was like, you know, you don't have to do that, right? He's like, yeah, but I want to, because what kind of like a guy would I be like to just not have given you? I was just like, what the freaking frack? So on my way home, I've only gone and bought myself some food, haven't I? Hilarious, right? Really sweet. This was saying it's really sweet for nothing. Like, I've brought nothing to the table other than my physical presence. Yeah. Anyway, so like another week goes by, and he messaged me in the middle of the week, but you all know me, I'm terrible. But I felt so guilty because I was like, oh, bless him. He's a really sweet guy. And he was all like, it was really nice. Like, I miss getting to see you. I was like, bro, it's been week 1, but whatever. And it got to the weekend, and I was like, if I don't see him today, I'm not going to see him for probably another week, because I know me and I get lost in my own world. So I just messaged him. I was like, hey, are you free today? Yeah, okay, I'm coming over. What's your address? I just invited myself there. Like, who does this? Who in the world does this? So I've invited myself to his house. Like, it's okay, I'll come. I'm coming to chill there. He's like, of course you can come whenever you like. You know, anything. Oh yeah, he said to me, he's like, anything you want, you will get it. Lord Jesus. So I'm like, this guy needs to just slow down, tick down a couple gears, right? And so, yeah, so that's what he's saying. And I'm like, okay, this is a bit crazy, right? So I go to see him, yada, yada, yada. And he's got a really nice place, by the way. I was so impressed. Like, I was so impressed. His wallpaper is really nice. Like, and I was like, did you choose this wallpaper yourself? I was like, yep, I chose this wallpaper. Sir had a rug. This is a man we're talking about. I was so impressed. He like how he organized his house was. Then bro's like, hey, if you want, I can cook you something. Like, do you want me to cook you? I'm like, of course I do. Like, I love when people cook for me. I love to cook. But I especially love when somebody cooks. I'd rather eat somebody else's cooking than my own cooking. Only because obviously my cooking, I've tasted it. Like, I know what it's going to be like. When somebody else cooks, it's like getting to know them as a person. So the next thing you know, I'm here playing FC25, right? In his house with his playlist that is sick, right? While he's in the kitchen cooking. I couldn't believe it. He was like, I need to go and get a vegetable that I don't have. And he was trying really hard to like say the right thing, because he wanted to just let me stay while he went to get it, because it's only going to take me like 10 minutes. And he didn't want me to have to get up. I was like, I don't mind coming. Like, he's like, no, you could stay here. You just stay here. Like, I'll be right back. Bless his heart. And so he went, and I'm just sitting in this guy's house thinking to myself, how the hell? Anyway, fast forward, we're all just hanging out, whatever. I've eaten, food's delicious. I was impressed once again, because I was like, wow, that's impressive. And you know what even got me even interested in giving it a chance in the first place? He did the thing that I actually really appreciate, but I wish that guys didn't do, where he was like, well, you know, I don't really do anything that's special for a living. I'm just a guy. I'm like, yeah, that's all I would prefer. I prefer guys that are just a guy. I can't stand these other freaking egomaniac buffoons who don't even have anything to back up with at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? Humility is so attractive. At least to me. Sorry, I'm like shaking. Am I shivering? I can't tell what's going on in my body. Anyways, this is where it went left. So I'm just here chilling. All my walls have come down. Like, this is the problem. All my walls have come down. I'm just chilling because, like I said, I've just showed up at the guy's house, because this is how it works. Like, if you are prove you're a safe person, then I don't have to keep all my walls up like I do literally 24/7. So that's why I'm all like, send me your address. I'm coming over. Like, I'm coming over, inviting myself. And as I knew if another day passed, I wasn't going to come, because I was going to be busy. And then he was going to be like, oh, I haven't seen you now. It's been like a couple of weeks and whatever. And the last time we tried to make the plans, bro was just getting a bit disorganized, because he was like, I'll message you. I'm on my break at work. And I was like, okay. And then he didn't. And then I was like, oh, well, I'm not chasing you, mate. And then the next day he was like, oh, I was supposed to see you. So I was like, yeah, that's your problem. That's why I was like, I'm going to take matters into my own hands here, and I'm just going to get this done. That's crazy. That's actually crazy work. Like, but anyway. So, after we've eaten, we're like chilling, we're hanging out, we're talking, blah, 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 blah. Both of us have got to like leave again in like an hour, because he's got something to do and I got something to do. I'm like, cool, it's nice. It's like 4:00 in the afternoon, nice and early, no funny business, loving life. He turns to me and he's like, I have to tell you something. You guys, he says, I didn't want to say anything, and I've been holding this, and I was like, oh no, I know where this goes. I didn't know it. In the back of my head, I knew I was going where in the moment. Sorry guys, my hand keeps shaking because I'm shivering. I do need to actually leave. And he was like, yeah, I love you. And I remember, because I like just turned to him, I was like, what did you just say? And he was like, because I was just so just like chill and comfortable and just chatting and talking, and it was just calm and comfortable. So I wasn't like, again, and it always happens when my walls come down. This is when it happens every time. As soon as I stop with the whole like standoffish thing, because it's a safe space now and I can just relax and be my natural self and I'm not overthinking anything, this is how it always goes. So, and it's always within the first 3 days. Always within the first 3 days, I'm hit with the I love you. It's either an I love you, or it's a, I think we should take things to the next stage. You've met me 3 times. 3 times. The first of which being the day you asked for my phone number. And oh my gosh. So he's like, yeah, I've been talking with my sister about it. She said I should just tell you. And I was like, to be honest, if one of my brothers was like telling me about something like that, I would say you need to just tell her, like, you know what I mean? Just tell her straight up. Yada, yada, yada. He's like, and my sisters encouraged me to tell you. And I was just like, I'm going to need to like regroup on that, because that's kind of shocking. Like, it's not what I didn't expect it at all. Like, why would I think that? I'm in my head thinking, I'm still stewing off of the very first time we met, and I'm still analyzing that situation. Like, this is what I'm saying. Men, they fall in love too fast, bro. They fall in love way too freaking fast because it's like, how are you here now? I'm still trying to process. Like, if I was trying to take advantage of you, then of course I'd be like, oh my gosh, I feel the same. I love you too. You know what I mean? But I'm like, whoa, I'm actually taking the time to get to know you. Part of the reason I haven't speak to you a lot is because I'm still taking in what I do know. I'm still analyzing, is this worth it? Is this not? And then meanwhile, I'm now here again. And this is what's so frustrating for me. Like, it's like the men of the world, yeah? They're so busy like falling in love. And I'm like, yeah, but there's predators. Like, going back to what I was saying before. When are you people going to stand up for what matters? Like, no, I don't want to talk about getting married. I don't want to talk about honeymoon. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about all the things you want to do for me. I want to know, when is enough of you going to stand up to the evil in this world? Because unfortunately, we can't do this alone. And that's what frustrates me. I'm like, how? How can I turn my powers for good? Because I don't need to be in love. I don't need somebody to be in love with me, but I do definitely need many people to stand up against what's happening in the world. You know what I mean? And so, it's so frustrating. So I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. And this is what they all don't understand, that it doesn't matter what you do. Like, that's the truth. It doesn't matter what they say or do. It doesn't matter if they've been praying and fasting for the past 50 years. It doesn't matter anything they can offer me unless we're starting a revolution. I don't want to hear anything. As far as I'm concerned, this is all a distraction. It's a distraction from the tasks at hand. It's a distraction, and it's a waste of time for when there's so much in the world that we need to deal with. Yes, love is beautiful. It's amazing. Don't get me wrong. But like, do I want to die one day and take my final breath and get to heaven and be like, welp, I just lived selfishly and in love, and I found a man who would do anything and everything for me, and I lived all for myself my whole life. Yippee. Thank you, Jesus, for dying on the cross for me to be selfish. Thank you for doing the most selfless thing you could ever do just for me to go and be selfish. No, I have to at least be like, I gave it all that I could. Like, you know what I mean? I gave it all that I could. So, you know, now that I'm really actually kind of cold, low-key. Because I'm actually shivering, and that just doesn't happen. And, you know, so then again, I didn't plan to sit down. So I should have known if I'm not moving that my body is going to actually start to get cold. And I'm barely dressed. What the hell's wrong with me? And, and I'm wearing the shoes that this guy gave me, by the way. He bought me these boots. I can't believe it. And I didn't ask for it. He just had them. He was like, oh yeah, here you go. These are for you. Like, what the hell? What the helly? What the actual hell? It's insane to think about. But yeah, like, I just don't have time. Like, that's what I'm saying. This weekend was just kind of shocking because I finally had the time to like actually like catch up to date with like human beings in general. And I'm coming right off the back of like this guy saying, oh, I love you, and he's like repeatedly saying it, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And also the crazy part is, how is it that I get more genuine and realistic I love yous from random men, right, who barely know me, than from people who've known me for a long time, who've said that word, those 3 words, and I know they didn't mean it? Because when I looked at his face when he said it, I was thinking, oh my gosh, you mean this? Like, because it's kind of a big deal. Like, it's kind of a big deal to just say stuff. And I've heard guys that be like they'll meet you in the first moment they see you, and they're like, oh, but come on, I love you. It's like, bro, you've known me for all of 30 seconds. You know me for all of 30 seconds. What could you possibly love in this moment? You know what I mean? And I've got this guy now who's here cooking in the kitchen while I'm screaming at the TV because I chose to play as Bayern Munich against PSG after having not played this game for like 5 years, and I'm screaming at the TV. And bro turns around to come in, bring me a plate of food, and tell me he loves me. Like, what the hell? When is whatever it is that I have to give this life going to work out for some actual justice for something? You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going to go because I'm actually cold. Also, I actually have things to do, so I need to keep on it. And I just wanted to make a quick video to A, give my thoughts on this whole Epstein thing, and B, just be like, what the frigging hell? Maybe I'll stop to... Okay, I'm being so dramatic right now. And I'm actually cold. I must be unwell. I have been feeling a bit unwell, to be honest with you. But again, I just feel like it's because... It's just like, oh, anyway. So yeah, guys, not again, but yes, again, it happened. And like, this is the thing that just doesn't make any sense to me when people are like, it's like we're all getting what we don't want in this life. Like, I don't want this. There's so many girls out there, so many women out there who are just like desperate to have these experiences. Like, they're desperate for a man to just do everything for them and like whatever. There's so many girls like that. And I literally feel like in my head saying to these guys, like, literally, there are so many girls out there. The other thing is, to be honest with you, I don't want to corrupt them. Like, can I be honest? I don't want to corrupt them. You mean to tell me you're a lovely, nice... Oh, that is so kind. Don't we love them? I don't want to corrupt you because I think you're such a nice, genuine, precious, actual, pure soul, right? Obviously, you're showing too many cards. You're showing your hand too much by offering me the world. And he even said, it was like to me, I'm not going to lie, but my job I'm doing right now is kind of a front. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I've seen your house. I know you're rich. Like, I know. I know you're wealthy. Like, I've seen everything. Because he was trying to play it low key. And I was just like, probably shouldn't have let me come to your house. Also, the clothes you've been wearing every time. When you start wearing big brands that I just don't even never heard of, I was like, and your coat is from where? I know he's rich. That's why when he said, whatever you want, you can get it, I knew he could do it. I knew he could do it. I knew whatever I was going to say, whatever words would leave my mouth, no matter how insane. Because you don't say a statement like that as a man to a woman. I said, you know that you should never say that to a woman, right? I know he's rich. And for that, he's got so many good things coming together. He should find himself a lovely, nice, like mentally stable, wholesome, good Christian girly, because it's not me, mate. It's not me. I will corrupt him. I was thinking, you're already just letting me walk all over you, mate. I've just invited myself to your house and here I am. Is this thing really about to die? Actually, I did go out with low battery. Anyway, he's a really sweetheart. So who knows how that story ends? I haven't thought about it yet because I had to just sit in the shock. Because I feel guilty. I'm like, what have I done? Like, I don't want to... This is exactly what I try to avoid. Because like, I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression. And like, I don't want to send off the wrong signals. But sometimes it's like with this situation, I can't physically help it. Because like, I either really have to not talk to you at all. Because bro, it's been 2 times you've seen me. And I'm not even come out... Okay, we're not going to get into the dress thing again. But like, you know what I mean? And you're just like here declaring the world, like, oh, whatever you need, call me anytime, call me of anything, and call me at any time. Do you need anything? I'm just like, whoa,